Morning, guys. Back today, and I think today we're gonna bottom end buttoned up on that and get it ready, and at least we'll have that done, and then we'll just get that top end done in another video down the road when I get my piston and get the cylinder board. So anyway, let's go ahead. All right, first thing we need to do, we need to get the seals out. Just get in there and get popped it right out. When it seals, when it's all the way in there, you can hear it. It'll sound real solid. So there's that one. Let's see if this one here won't come out as easy as that other one did. Oh, that thing is brittle. There it is. Yeah, look at that thing just started cracking and breaking. Yeah, that was our culprit right there. Yeah, it looks good. There we go. So there's that. All right, I have to tap that in there. All right, so I got this block of wood, and we're gonna see if this will work. It's going. Yeah, I think. I almost think it's too far. Almost looks like it's pushing the bearing out to me. All right, so what happened happened on this, I started pushing the bearing out. So I got me something, and I tapped it down there flush where it's supposed to be, because it felt like when I was turning the crank, it felt like it was rubbing on the case. So now it's nice and smooth. So I think we're good now. And probably what I should do is put my retainer in there before I start pushing on it again, just so it doesn't start pushing it. Let's do that. Okay, I won't tighten that yet. I'll wait till I get everything all put together, and then I'll go around and tighten everything. Okay. That's gonna go. Don't remember. this all cleaned up. Get any bit of oil that's on there off of it. Okay, it's my gasket. Let's see. Like this. Oh yeah, it's going down there. Well, that looks like it's on there. all snugged up, and we'll give it a quick look-see. Make sure we're good. All right. All right, it looks like everything's good here. We'll go around and hit them again. All right, that's that. All right, that's nice and smooth. Transmission is nice and smooth. Check our transmission here. cases put together. I'll start assembling this side here. Go ahead and tighten these guys down. All right. So we got a little so there's a little burr right here. Don't know if you can see it or not, but I think I'm going to take a file, try and knock that down. All right, my clutch basket's on. All right, there's that. Let's see, we got a fiber. Plate, fiber, plate, fiber, washer, nut, all right. Bend our washer up here. Actually, I think we can probably do this. All right, there's that. All right, there's that. I still got one missing. I'm gonna try, if I can't find it, I'm gonna have to tear into that other Suzuki out there and get one of the pins out of it. But for now, I guess that's as far as I can go on that. I can flip it around and Yeah. I'll come back and I'll see if I can find a pin. I really don't want to tear into that other bike. It's probably going to end up being a parts bike anyway, but I'm sure this pin has to be laying here on the floor or somewhere. So. All right, here we are. Actually, it's a couple days later. So, as you remember, well, it was just a few seconds for you, but I lost one of my pins. And I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. I have that old Suzuki out there that I was gonna pull one out. Well, I came back out here, and I thought, I need to find that thing. It's got to be here somewhere. So I sat down and we just started scanning the floor, and lo and behold, there it is. There it laid right in front of me. I probably looked at it 3 times. I guess sometimes you just kind of got to walk away and come back later and get a new eyeball on it, you know? So, all right, we'll get this last one put in. There it is, just like that. Okay. Do I not have the right gaskets? Or is it just me? Ah, there we go. Duh, turn it the right way, buddy. All right, that looks like it. Well, doesn't look like I cleaned the gasket surface off this side cover yet, so I'll get that all cleaned up, and then I'll come back. I cleaned up the cover, but I forgot to clean the gasket surface, so. Okay, got our gasket on. Everything is in place. And I put just a little bit of white grease around the seal here. All right, that's that. All right, let's get our oil pump put back on. Got the little plastic piece that goes in here. Goes right down in that slot right there. All right, well, there you have it. It's, I've gone as far as I can go. I mean, I could go ahead and put this back in the bike and hook all this stuff up here. I would really like to wait until I get my piston, and that should be here, I think, tomorrow. And the guy that's going to bore it, he said he's only got about a 1-day turnaround, so it's an old guy that's retired and has a machine shop at his place, so he's like in his 70s. So anyway, that'll get back to me pretty fast. So, but yeah, I mean, it's turns nice. You know, the transmission turns nice and smooth. That feels good. So I think we're going to be good. Anyway, I hope. I'll always I'll be skeptical until I actually fire it up and put it in gear, and and it moves under its own power and it goes through the gears. I've never had, the transmission looked really good in it. I've never ran it through all 5 gears. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. The clutch looks like, it had very little wear on it. So I think we're going to be good. Anyway. Well, that's going to end this one here. Next time you see it, I'll be putting it in the bike. I'll be doing the top end. I'll do a video on the piston, putting the piston in. I mean, it's one of those things. There's hundreds of videos out there on putting the piston in, but I'll do it anyway. I appreciate any comments, any likes. If somebody has comments, they seen me do something wrong, or any constructive criticism, I'm good with that. Like I said, this is the first time I've torn into one of these, so I feel pretty good about it so far. The old bike, I've been kind of cleaning up on it a little bit since I've had it tore apart. Kind of somewhat polishing the chrome, and actually the bike is in it's very well. Let me turn you around and we'll look at it here. So you see, I've got it pretty much tore apart. The chrome, there's that minor pitting here on the fender. This part of it, this is under the seat, obviously, here. This part of it's, it's not perfect. There's a little bit around the tail light here. If I wanted to take that tail light off and work it over, I could probably get the majority of that out. And I might, I don't know. The frame's not horrible. It's got some scuff, but it's, 1971, so that's, what is that? That's 50, this is 2024, so that's 53 years, For the most part, I think, it's pretty good. The wheels look good. It needs tires. There's no, very little, if any, rust on the wheels. The front fender, it's just 50 years. The forks, look at the forks. Those forks are pretty nice. And I did clean them up. I didn't do anything other than just, I used a little bit of, it wasn't even rubbing. Well, it's kind of like a rubbing compound. It's this Meguiar's medium cut cleaner. That's all I used on it, just with a like a Scotch-Brite pad. And I didn't rub hard because I didn't want to scratch the chrome, I just light rub. The headlight right there. I could probably get rid of most of that, but on the back of there's a little bit right here, pitting, but Yeah, I mean, look at that. Those wheels are nice. I took the front wheel off of it and cleaned up the spokes. And the brakes, the front brakes look like new. You know, it's got, you know, the chain guard still on it. This back sprocket, I don't think that back sprocket is horrible. It's not the best, but it's, and it comes down to it, how much is this bike going to be ridden, you know? I don't even know what I'm going to do with the bike. You know, I would like to get this is the, you know, it's funny, I haven't had a motorcycle in probably, well, it's been, I think the last bike I had a Harley, and I sold it in 2010. And I haven't had a bike since then. And I used to ride that was my first street bike I ever had, the Harley. And it was okay, but it wasn't for me. You know, and I've always ridden dirt my whole life. I used to, back in the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s and 90s, you know, early 2000s, I went through a spell where I had quads. Okay, well, there you have it. We're gonna like I said, we're gonna let that engine set, excuse me, until I get the barrel for it and the piston, and get the piston and take it in and get it bored, the barrel bored. Then we'll put that back together and put it back in the bike. So I guess that's what all I've got for this video. If you guys like this, like and subscribe, comment, leave me comments. I'm okay with positive, negative, I don't care. It's a comment's a comment. I take stuff with a grain of salt. So yeah, if it's something that, you know, I by no means I just kind of feel my way through this stuff, and I can usually manage to get it done. So anyway, with that being said, like, subscribe, thumbs up, the bell thing. So, till next time, see ya.